Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
It's The American Dream.
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho gets a lot of tourists every year going and visiting various restaurants and venues. One of my personal favorite, Stylish Wine and Vinyl Bar. Let's go find the owners. Hey, Krista.
Hi, Kevin.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
Excellent, excellent. You know, the thing about it is Stylish Wine and Vinyl Bar, you know, it is very unique concept. I'm just kind of curious as in how did you pair the two together?
Well, Robbie and I, on our days off, we would make dinner, drink wine, listen to vinyl records. He's been collecting vinyl for a long time, and I have been studying wine for a long time, and we were like, what if we opened a business where we welcomed the community into our stylist home?
I love that. So how did you kind of come up with the French theme?
Well, our last name is French. We love France. We've traveled France. We love the food, the people, the wine. We decided that we wanted to make that our focus as far as food went.
Do you have this as a private venue that you can rent out?
We book it out for private events where you get a DJ and food and wine, and we customize it all to whatever you want us to do. We also do theme brunches a couple times a month. We do listening sessions, and then we're also starting a portable DJ service. So we will take stylists to somebody.
Speaking of vinyl, I'm interested to see and learn more about your collection.
That is not my level of expertise. That would be Robbie's. If you'd like to go behind the bar, he can show you how we spin.
Hey, Robbie.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I wanted to talk about this collection of vinyl we have behind you.
Yeah, so I've been collecting about 20 years, give or take, and we've got about just over 3,000 in the room. A little over half are on the back wall here and hidden throughout the bar as well. And we have every genre from hip hop to Afrobeat to new wave and pop and soundtracks, whatever people want to listen to. So
nice. You got just a little bit of genre just for anybody that comes through that door.
Pretty much, yes.
Krista, Robbie, thank you very much for your time and showing us how to live your American dream. Sante. Most people, when they think of North Idaho, they think of the rustic craftsman style homes. Although they are very beautiful, we also have new construction, modern design homes as well. Let's go take a look at this modern home right behind me. Hi Desiree, thank you very much for inviting us in this beautiful home.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the house.
Well, it is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's one of the luxury residences, the modern homes that's in the Atlas development. We have the custom red Viking appliances and quartz countertops. And one of the unique features of the home is the custom cabinets are all hardware free, push-pull. All of the bedrooms are located upstairs along with the laundry room. There is a really nice master suite upstairs as well we can take a look at.
Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out.
Here we have the master suite, and it's an oversized room, and you have private patio access and wonderful water views from the patio. And we have the master bath, which has radiant floor heating, quartz countertops, wonderful underlighting and backlighting, and a beautiful tiled walk-in shower. And now let's take a look at the other bedrooms. Here we have the flex bedroom or office area with double doors. We have the convenient laundry room, which is on the bedroom level. We have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with a double vanity and walk-in shower.
Well, the inside of the house was absolutely gorgeous. What can you tell me a little bit about the exterior that we might not have seen yet?
Well, this home is located in the Atlas waterfront community. and we're steps from the Spokane River and the Centennial Trail, and many shops and restaurants.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you next time on American Dream TV.
Welcome to this episode of the American Dream Selling Spokane. I'm your host, Cynthia Upp, lifestyle and real estate expert. I cannot wait to show you what's in store for you today. Did you know that Eastern Washington has its own world-class wine region? And Spokane is located with a short driving distance to such areas as Walla Walla and Yakima Valley. But if you don't feel like driving that distance to enjoy a fabulous glass of wine among friends, you're in luck. Spokane has many wineries to choose from, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite located right here on the South Hill called Winescape. Afterwards, we'll walk right across the street to a beautifully Tuscan designed Verbo, where you can pair your wine tasting with a beautiful night's sleep. Thank you so much for meeting us here today, Patricia.
It's great to have you here.
What a wonderful place you've created nestled here on the South Hill. Tell me, why did you and Philip choose this location to build your winery?
That's a great question. We looked at many different places in Spokane, which has so many beautiful neighborhoods. But when we found this 14 acres, and it just felt so beautiful, but it was so close to the city, we thought it was the perfect place to put our winery and serve the public, and we haven't stopped. We've loved it ever since.
Now, your winemaker, who is also your husband, Philip, holds a PhD in water science and engineering. What makes him a good winemaker?
Phil designed water treatment plants all over the West for 25 years, but his love of wine kind of got the best of him, and he decided to really focus everything in terms of just creating elegant and beautiful wines. He brings his science to the fore, but really it's the artistry that makes our wines amazing.
When I come to Winescape, I see that the wine production work is just as much part of the wine tasting room. Did you guys plan it that way?
We did plan it that way. When many people go to wineries, they're seeing the bottle and they're not seeing the background in terms of the grapes and the harvest and the localism and the agriculture and the talent that comes into creating that bottle. We wanted to put it all on display for folks that come here. So they come and they look behind the curtain and they see what we're doing every day, and we love it, and it gives us energy.
You know, I love that. I think it brings a more full experience because, yeah, you do get to taste what actually is happening in this room. Well, I see they're setting up for some tastings right now, so let's go across the street and check out that Tuscan Verbo. So Renee, I've known you for many years, and I know you to have an artistic mind, and you love design, and you like creating beautiful spaces. Tell me, what was your inspiration for the design of your Verbo?
Oh boy. Well, it's evolved for sure, but I have made a few trips to Europe. I became aware of how intimate and the sharing, creating places that it's a world that you step into outside of the rest of the world.
Tell us what kind of experience one can expect when they book time here at your Verbo.
Oh, peace, comfort, rest, rejuvenation, fun, nature. I can go on and on.
Well, so far you've said a lot of my favorite words. And that speaks to me, because what do you not want when you come into a place to stay? Well, there you have it. If you are looking for your next great wine experience or a beautiful place to stay, look no further than Winescape or this wonderful Verbo on the South Hill. I'm your host, Cynthia Upp. Thank you for joining us on this episode of The American Dream. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Welcome to the American Dream TV. I'm Debbie Taylor, your host. Haul ass to Harrison. That's where we are, the 24th annual Classic Car Show. We'll also unveil a remarkable story of a local historic home transformed into a beautiful, charming local Airbnb. I understand you've been coming to haul ass in Harrison for a few years, huh?
I've been coming to this show for about 18 years. The car's a 64 Impala Super Sport. It's got a 327, 300 plus horsepower, 4-speed. It's pretty much original, and I've had it for 18 years.
Here with Mike and his beautiful car. What do you have here? It's beautiful.
It's a 50 Olds Club sedan. It's got a 455 Oldsmobile V8, and the color is called Candy Brandywine.
Ooh. Got the dice, yep.
Traditional dice with the button tuck interior.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, Mike, it's a beautiful car.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing it with us.
Oh, you bet.
The car is 1941 Olds, and I was looking at online auctions, and this one came up. And I saw it on the auction, and I was just kind of taken by the appearance of it. Entered a bid, I got it. It wasn't cheap, I'll tell you that, but I didn't think it was a bad deal for what the car is.
Having immersed ourselves in the world of classic cars, let's head over to the charming Airbnb on the lakeside, Lake Coeur d'Alene, the Korsky Lakeside Suites. Allow me to introduce Chris, the owner of this charming Airbnb. I was wondering if you could share the story with us of how you stumbled across this home in Harrison.
Well, the Korsky house is named after Mr. Korsky, who is the local pharmacist in town, and he built it in 1917. In my search for a lakeside house, the first house that jumped out at me was the Korsky house. I didn't know anything about it or Harrison. I had heard of Coeur d'Alene and Lake Coeur d'Alene, and ever since I've been here, it's felt like home for the first time in my life because we moved a lot, being a military family, and so this finally feels like a place to call home.
Well, this is a really beautiful spot for people visiting us in Harrison, Idaho. What makes your spot so compelling for people to stay here?
Well, it's really close to town. Everything that you want to do in town you can walk to, and we're right on the trail of the Coeur d'Alenes. You can rent a bike and ride the trail of the Coeur d'Alenes.
Yeah, that's always fun.
We have kayaks we offer down at the dock. People are welcome to take a kayak on the lake. If it's cold outside in the winter time, we offer a pool table and a massage chair inside.
Well, this is such a beautiful place. I appreciate you sharing your time with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of The American Dream. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams and embrace the beauty of life. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Carrie Sutton.
And I'm Courtney Lampert,
hosts of American Dream TV.
Today we are in the quaint little town of Spirit Lake, Idaho. Carrie, where did Spirit Lake get its name?
Courtney, Spirit Lake was founded in 1908 by the Native Americans. They named Spirit Lake after its spiritual and mysterious qualities.
The abundance of history in this small little town is just absolutely incredible. And today we get to show you Retrofit, one of the best gyms here right on Main Street.
Then we're going to take you to Sedlmayers, a Ma and Pa owned restaurant. In fact, Spirit Lake doesn't have any chain restaurants at all. Are you ready to go?
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Hi, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Ooh, of course.
How did you guys come up with the name Retrofit?
It was, that was a process. You know, you want a name to sound cool. You want a name to sound intriguing to people. So it was part of our thought process is when you retrofit something, you take something old and you make it new or make it improved. Like you have your maybe out of shape body or your body that you don't
want to change.
Yeah, want to change in some way, and we retrofit it for you.
There you go, there you go. And why this building? What made you guys come to Spirit Lake in this specific building?
So we lived in Coeur d'Alene for a long time. I was a personal trainer there. He was an appraiser at the time and saw this building for sale, and he was like, do you want to open up your own gym? And I was like, that's too much work. And he's like, think about it. So I took 3 days, and he comes back to me and he's like, what, have you thought about it? And I'm like, well, yes, I've thought about it. And he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, nope. And he's like, is it something you would regret? And I said, absolutely. So here we all are today, and it's the best decision we've made.
What are different community events you guys do throughout the year to kind of bring that into Retrofit?
So one event that we do every year is the Sweaty Yeti 5K Turkey Trot. We try to make it really family oriented, so much fun. And we pick a charity to donate the money towards. And this year we're doing Spirit Lake Parks and Rec, and we're trying to raise enough money for a pitching machine for them.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We love that. Awesome.
So,
well, thank you so much. We are so excited to experience your gym tonight.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is so wonderful to be here with you guys here in Spirit Lake. And I've heard that there's some incredible history, Mandy, with why you guys bought Sedlmayers, and
there is.
Share it with us.
So Sedlmayers has been around since the late 40s. Ed Sedlmayers started it back in the late 40s, early 50s. And in the late 60s, my dad used to work here as a teenager, and my mom and dad actually met here.
How long have you personally owned it?
My husband and I bought it in 2020, November of 2020.
We had a lot of repeat customers.
Yes.
And a lot of locals here from Spirit Lake.
Yes, definitely.
Summer
times we get really busy. We get a lot of visitors come into the area, as well as our local people that seem to like us, which is a good thing.
And when somebody comes here and they order food, what is their favorite thing to order on your menu?
Oh,
so many good things.
There is. That's a tough one. We've been adding a lot of British flair to our menu. Our fish and chips is hand battered here, and we do rockfish, and it's probably a bestseller.
So somebody once told me the 4th of July over here is an incredible experience as well, so you guys get to experience holidays and stuff too.
Yes.
I love that.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for allowing us to be here, and we're going to cheers and say thanks.
Thank you.
We want to thank Colin and Mandy over at Sedlmayers Resort and Restaurant here in Spirit Lake for allowing us to come and enjoy their food and their establishment today.
And a huge thank you to Tyler and Megan Mitchell for letting us experience your gym today as well.
I'm Carrie Sutton.
And I'm Courtney Lampert.
With American Dream TV.
Signing out.
Hello and welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Steve Silbar. Today we're just north of Spokane and Green Bluff, and in the inland Northwest, fall is celebrated by the locals. We've got farms, we've got orchards, we've got loads of fun, and today I'm going to take you to the center of it all. This is Beck's Harvest House. Let's go take a look around. All right, so I'm here with Todd Beck. Todd is the owner of Beck's Harvest House, and I've been coming here for years, Todd, with my kids as they grew up. So I mean, We've enjoyed this for so many years. I'm curious, how did this all get started and how did it grow to what it is now?
My parents started this farm in 1987. Dad wanted to grow fruit and sell fruit, and that was his goal. It didn't take long to realize that we needed to do more than just grow the apples and sell it to be able to survive up here. One of the first things we did was put a little shop in to sell the fruit direct to the customer. And the first real growth was when Mom started making apple pie. She'd bake all night long on Saturdays and Sundays. She'd bring it up to the store and start cutting up pie. And then someone said, I wish I had ice cream to put on the pie. And we're like, what a great idea. We went and got the restaurant license so we could serve ice cream on top of the pie. Well, if we got that, why not crank up the barbecue and sell some hot dogs to people while they're out here as well? Right. So it just kind of started evolving from there to having someone play a little music on Saturday for a couple hours. We spend a lot of time listening to our customers, and we still do it to this day. What are people after? What are they looking for? What are we not offering that people really want when they get up here? There's always something new here. 15 years ago when we bought the 10 acres next door and started doing the corn mazes, to getting the liquor license and offering the drink deck for people who want an adult beverage while they're listening to music, to the fun land, and the kids can go out in the fun land and Mom and Dad can stay up here. But the base of it's always been the agriculture and the farm.
And I've noticed, your neighbors down the street, they all start to expand things too, so it's really interesting to see what it was. I mean, when I started coming up here 20 years ago, to see what it is now. Things are getting bigger, but it's not where anybody's cannibalizing anybody else because there's so many people coming up.
There's so many people coming up here, and Spokane has been growing. Spokane is really booming for our little town. It amazes me how many new customers I have every year. There's still so many people that are new to coming up here and enjoying this. So with all the other farms going, Green Bluff is a real asset to the whole Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, in my opinion. There's very few places in the country that have a group of independent farm businesses so close to the main city that you can come out and get your fresh produce and your handmade items and go from farm to farm to farm within a 20-minute drive of town.
People in this region, they just celebrate the fall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fall's a big deal around here.
Yeah.
What we do here, we've been doing this for 36 years. The family traditions that are here, we're into 3 generations deep on some of them, of people coming in here. They've been coming every single year. Yeah. And that's a lot of fun.
Todd, thank you very much
for
having us today.
I hope you enjoy your visit to our family farm, and I hope you have a great time, and come back anytime.
We're gonna go into the Reba McEntire corn maze and see if we don't get lost, but if we do, it is what it is. Come on, let's take a look. Huh. Do I go left? Do I go right? That wasn't the right way. Wow, I've been lost in this corn maze for an hour, so I don't know if I'm getting out of here or not. Thank you for joining this episode of American Dream TV. I'm your host, Steve Silbar. Until next time, be good. If you can't be good, be great. I'm gonna try to get out of here so I can have another episode next month.
Hi, I'm Patricia O'Callahan. I'm your host for American Dream TV, and today I am selling downtown Spokane. I'm standing here in the Loft District, and I'm standing below one of the only living rooms that's situated above an alley. Come along with me, let's explore. So today I am here with Jim Colva, who is one of the pioneers of the Loft District. And the reason why I wanted to interview you and get you showcase your home is because you have the best art collection in Spokane, Washington. You want to tell us a little bit about how you got started?
Well, it's something I've always enjoyed. Even when I was in college and didn't have any money, I was buying some art. And then after I graduated from WSU, I went in the Air Force and was traveling the world. And so I started to collect during that time as well. And then moved back to Spokane and kind of got the Western Art Show was really the thing that got me interested in local art. And then met Pat, my wife, Pat Sullivan, and she had also been collecting art. So we joined forces, and as they say, we combined our collections.
So how did you ever imagine that you would be the one that affects all of the rest of the future loft projects. I mean, you were the pioneer, and then right after you came the Blue Chip lofts, then the Jefferson Auto Street lofts, then the Railside Center, then the Edge lofts. I mean, you guys really did start this momentum.
Yeah, I'm an urban planner, and I love cities, and I love Spokane, so this all kind of fell into that. It wasn't the primary reason for doing it, but it was the primary reason. We wanted a unique space, we wanted to be downtown, and this had great volume. It had great character with concrete floors. It still has the lines from when this was an auto dealership. Brick walls, the steel sash windows, and I have my hands over every square inch of this building, from brushing paint off the rafters, getting pigeon poop out of the trusses, taking out the old glass that was still whole, and then taking the metal sash down to bare metal and repainting everything, and then having a glass company put in new glass panels.
So, okay, you guys, this is probably the most beautiful part for me. Besides your art collection, the vision of providing community to an area. Talk to us about this space.
One of the things that we felt we could do with this building was have a gallery space, because we again feel that the more space is available in which to show art and let people really have their expressions put on a wall or on a pedestal such as this, that's something we felt that we wanted to do. And we're fortunate enough to be able to do it because we have our gallery space, and then we also have a space across the hall called Trackside, which is a ceramic studio. So we have 3 ceramic artists who partner in that space.
When I first met you two, it was at the old Crescent building. If you remember, there used to be these big art shows, and you guys were my introduction to art. You and Bitsy Peffer introduced me to this world that I didn't know, and since then I have respected and watched and followed everything that you do. So thank you.
Oh, yeah, my
thank
pleasure.
you for that.
So today I'd like to finish up and thank, this is Pat Sullivan, Jim Colva. We're in their beautiful home in downtown Spokane. And I'd like to thank you for sharing your dream, your vision, your art, your home. You guys are very special to the Spokane culture. I'm Patricia O'Callahan. I'm your American Dream host, and thank you for watching.
I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.